Welcome back to Sports Mecca, and thank you for tuning in to our third and last segment. I'm Cam Breeden, joined by our newest addition to the show, Caitlin Gill. So congrats to her, and we have a lot to discuss today, so let's just get right into it.
Thanks, Cam. Let's start with the NFL. The 2023 NFL draft class was on full display this week in Indianapolis, and Vol Nation was represented well as 7 VFLs made the trip to Lucas Oil. Tennessee's big men had an incredible week in Indy. Offensive tackle Darnell Wright stunned scouts and found his way into the first round of several mock drafts. Wright's 5.01 40-yard dash was the third fastest among offensive linemen, weighing in at least 330 pounds, get this, since 2003. That's just the Tennessee way. Wright didn't just dominate the ground, but showed his versatility with a 9-foot 6-inch broad jump, the third best among his O-line class this year. Linebacker Jeremy Banks flexed his athleticism with a 37.5 vertical jump, the second best among linebackers. Banks wasn't done there, as he had the third best broad jump, 10 feet 7 inches, and third best 20-yard shuttle at 4.38 seconds. The man of the hour, wide receiver Jalen Hyatt. Of 42 wide receivers who participated, Hyatt had the best broad jump of them all, marking 11 feet 3 inches. Hyatt also had the third best vertical of the entire NFL Combine. Hyatt flexed his quick feet by putting up a solid 40-yard dash time of 4.40 seconds. Top 6 among the wide receiver group. Cedric Tillman made a statement for Tennessee in the wide receiver group too, excelling in his on-field workouts and running a solid 4.54 40-yard dash. But the wide receivers weren't the only young balls tearing up the 40-yard dash. Edge rusher Byron Young ran an incredible 4.43. His quick feet earned him the second best time among defensive linemen at the Combine and the fourth best in the position in the past 20 years. Young has to be one of the fastest D-line men in Tennessee history. Young also led his group in the broad jump with 11 feet and was second best in the vertical jump with 38 inches. And everyone's favorite quarterback, Hendon Hooker, did not participate in on-field drills, but he continues to make a significant progress on his ACL rehab. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reports that he should be ready by the start of the season.
Right. Now,
first I want to say about Carr. Devontae Adams left me about a year ago, and that still breaks my heart, so that's a little bit of karma. Now about Aaron Rodgers, I've been dying to speak about this. As a lifelong Packers fan, I have been here for every high and low of Aaron Rodgers' career, and if I'm being honest, it's been a lot more lows as of late. After kicking off the season 4-8, I knew exactly where this offseason was headed. This ain't my first rodeo, Cam. It goes a little something like this. Our season tanks, Rodgers airs it out of the Pat McAfee show, and then the nail in the coffin, his tweet saying he doesn't know where he'll be playing next year. But this year's a little different for me. I'm appreciative of Rodgers and what he has done for Green Bay, but it's time to move on. It's definitely love season. Doubts still linger on the future of the franchise, but when you take a closer look at some of the stats, Love may be a little more ready than you think. And actually, surprisingly, in their first 3 years, Love had a better QBR and almost doubled Aaron Rodgers' yard production. And I mean, the Packers right now, you have a lot of young talent. You have Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. And if y'all saw the Eagles game this year, Jordan Love, his first snap, nailed a bomb to Christian Watson way downfield. So I think he's a lot more ready than people think. And Rodgers, it's a bunch of drama. I'm sure you know too. He's never out of the headlines, and it is absolutely exhausting. Not just for me, but our entire team. So I think the future of Green Bay is in good hands with Love, and that's coming from a Packers fan. It's now or never for Green Bay. You've invested 3 years into Love's development, and at this point, you just gotta let the kid figure it out. I mean, looking back at Aaron Rodgers, he was under Favre for exactly 3 years too, and Rodgers already kind of tapped out of Green Bay, so I think it's time to say goodbye.
well, Caitlin.
Yeah, when I think of John Morant, I just think the Antonio Brown of the NBA. The Memphis Grizzlies have proved to be a legitimate NBA title contender and stand as third best team in the Western Conference. But all that success has been thrown on the back burner because Morant has been getting into some off-court drama. A new Washington Post story from last week detailed Morant was investigated by Memphis police for multiple incidents of alleged acts of aggression. So what now? Well, the Grizzlies announced last night that the Grizzly star will miss at least 4 more games. And keep in mind, this is a Grizzlies ban done by the Grizzlies, not the NBA. If the NBA gets involved and it is found true that he did carry a firearm on the plane, for the team's trip to Denver, he could be suspended for up to 50 games by NBA policy, and that's a real game changer for the Grizzlies in their NBA playoff picture.
Cam Breeden.
And I'm Caitlin Gill.
Go Balls.